You have extra time now. What are you doing with this extra time?
Well, practice day today, practice day tomorrow, and then we're off for the Christmas break. So, hopefully, like I said, we just had 2 days off, so get back and have a good. We had a good skate today, good conditioning skate at the end there. So, just trying to keep them sharp a little bit, and then after a good practice tomorrow, then they're off for the Christmas break. So, we play it one day at a time. That's all we can do.
As you see all these games being postponed and stuff, do you worry about the state of the league and the state of the team and whatever momentum you may have had? You lose,
No, it's like I said. That's I haven't been here for the last couple of years, but it's part of the business right now until COVID's out of our lives. You got to adjust and do the things you can do. So take it one day at a time. When the game's canceled, well, the game's canceled. That's fine. We'll play it another time, hopefully. And like I said, just hope for the best. Have a good holiday and come back with a fresh mind and be ready to go again.
It was a silver lining that Panarin's back out there today. Igor came off IR. That you have kind of an extended period to make sure everybody's healthy now.
Yeah, no, they're ready to go. Both of them would have been ready for the next game. So, like I said, it's a few extra days, but I think if you asked our players and you'd sooner play the game on Wednesday and then start your break, but it is what it is, and we're trying to be safe, and that's the most important thing.
so you're at your Christmas break now. You played 30 games. Where would you assess your team is compared to what you maybe expected?
I didn't know what the expectations were, to be honest with you. I don't really go into a season like that. I knew we had a good hockey team. Like I said the other day, I'm real happy where we're at. I think for the schedule we had and everything, with the amount of road games we played and the travel games and the back-to-backs, I'm happy where our position is right now.
Is there anything that you're particularly happy about, or anything that you think needs to come along more?
Well, as coaches, I mean, every day we talk about trying to get better in certain areas, but I mean, there's a lot of good things, and so power play's been good, PK's been good, our point production's been good, so I'm happy. Nothing's going to be perfect.
With Igor out, you got Alex to get some extended playing
Yeah.
time. And, was it important for you to see him play well? Based on
It was more important for him than for himself. I mean, Georgie, like you said, the way the other guy was playing early in the year, he didn't get a whole lot of time, and that's tough and frustrating. But for him to go in there and play the amount of games that he played and play the way he played, it's important for our group, and definitely more important for him. But for me as a coach, I knew he's a good goalie. I watched him play over the last year and a half, and the games I seen him play, I come in here thinking we had two grade A goalies, and that's what I see.
With Hedel the other day, you said you wanted to put him on the wing mostly because Panarin was out. Moving forward, do you have any thoughts on what you might do or where he might be most comfortable?
No thoughts right now. I like him. Like I said, he prefers center. There's no doubt about that. But will he play the wing? And he'll play it, and he'll be happy over the wing too. I talked to him the other day before the game and said, you might get some more time over here. You might, play with different line mates. He said, Coach, I'll play where put me on the ice, I'll play. He's a happy kid. He's an easygoing kid, and we'll do what's best for our team. And he's fine with that.
Do you think in some situations for a young player, is there less responsibility on the wing, or is there anything the wing might help open up in his game?
Well, I'd say there's a little less responsibility for sure, and we want to give him a shot over there if that's because of injuries or covering different reasons. But I think the best players are like a guy like McKegg. He can play either wing. He can play center. He just wants to get on the ice. That's what you should worry about. Well, don't worry about what position you're playing tonight. Worry about getting on the ice and doing your job well. And I think last game Phil went out there and he played the wing and he played fine. So.
One other guy I wanted to ask about, Ryan Lindgren. You've got a lot of these star players on the team. He doesn't get as much attention as a lot of them. But how do you view his role? Top four defenseman for you, obviously.
Yeah.
Player for you, but
He's outstanding. He does everything. He kills penalties. He does all the dirty work, and that's what builds teams. Guys like him, character like him, and I love the way he comes to play every night. And we talk about Trouba. Well, he's one of those guys too. He's a consistent guy, and he bangs, he bumps, he blocks the shots, and you need those guys to be a successful team.
you seem to have a real appreciation for having those kind of guys, those guys with the work ethic who maybe don't really care about points and all that stuff. You just
Yeah, no, they're.
like that.
I mean, as a coach, you love those guys. We always talk about those guys. You know, they're the unsung heroes of your team.
And they talk about guys who get points. I mean, Mika has been the last couple of years he's had some stretches where he's been unbelievable putting the puck in the net.
Mhm.
He didn't do that for a lot of his season so far, but he had a goal in each of the last two games. Do you see any changes in his game? Is he getting
Yeah,
closer to where he's?
I mean, obviously, everybody would like to see him score more goals himself more than anybody. But for me, from our first game till, like, he plays against the best teams' lines every night. He does the right things. He plays power play. He plays penalty kill. He's a really important player. So when he doesn't score, does it bother me? Not one bit, because he plays the game the right way and does the right thing. So, but I'd like to see him have 20 goals right now. I'd love to. But it's not one concern. Our team's winning. He's playing the game the right way. That's what's important for me.
Is it frustrating at all for Igor to come back and now you're not playing for 10 days?
No, nothing you can do about it. I mean, I'm sure Igor would like to be playing again, but you know what? It is what it is, and as long as everybody's health and safety, that's the most concern. But now he's going to get some practice. Well, he's going to get 1 more day of practice, and then we'll see from there.